Hey, this is Caleb Stayton. This is discussion 3.1 about the celebration of discipline, the inward disciplines. And so the first question, what do you find most compelling about Foster's comments in the introduction? Why? The thing that I really loved was when he was talking about the three catalysts for him writing the book. The first one was about the guy he asked to come pray for him. And the guy started confessing all his sins, and he kind of freaked out, and then, and then he finally says, "Do you want me to pray for you?" And he goes, "Well, yeah." It was really interesting how humbly, this great guy that he had looked up to so much was able to come to him in such a humble way, and I really took that as like, man, no matter how, much authority God gives anybody, we always need to consider ourselves lower than anybody else, and that example is through Jesus, but just to see it through somebody else was incredible. And then the second one, where he was talking about the guy praying for him and saying, "Hey, you need to write a book." I found that really touching to me, because I've had a lot of people who will just come up and say things, and that it's not just them saying it, but it really just struck a chord in me. And I think some of that has come in my life and through different things. And so seeing that happen to him was really kind of almost not really comical to me, but it made me laugh, because I was like, wow, I know exactly what he's talking about when people just come up and say, "Hey, you need to, when are you going to be a preacher?" And I'm just like, wait, what? I wasn't even considering that, but it was so right. But yeah, that was what I thought about the introduction. And then, what did I find most compelling about Foster? Describes as the inward disciplines and why. One of the great quotes, and something that really that I deal with personally. He says, "Willpower will never succeed in dealing with the deeply ingrained habits of sin." Just I'm an athletic person. I've always played sports, and I've always had this ability, like, if I need to do something, I'm just going to will myself to get there. If I need to run a little bit farther, my mind is stronger than my body. I'm just going to get there, and I can do that. And so for most of my life, I've been somebody who just wills myself to be something, and it just doesn't work like that. No matter what I'm dealing with, willpower won't fix it. And I think it's similar with these disciplines. I've done all of them, but I've somehow turned. At times, I haven't had the best heart with them. I always think like it's going to push me to be better. Where I need to take the heart in, like God to move me and change me and to hear from His voice, instead of just like becoming something that I do that just looks good to other people. And so just having that heart, and it's not about I'm just willing myself to be disciplined, but to actually have the right mindset for the disciplines. And that's something that I've had throughout the whole book, is just to have that heart for the disciplines, because I'm very disciplined, but needing that heart as well. Identify something in the first section that I found troubling or a point of question. I really didn't find anything troubling to me. It actually struck a lot of chords. I guess the one part in the inward section that I found maybe just questioning is just like the fasting and doing it for 21 to 40 days, as he was talking about, and not questioning like that can't be done, but just like it just raised a lot of questions in me, like, wow, what if I did that? Like, can I even do that? What are the benefits? How do I get there? And so I guess that was a little bit troubling to me, just like, because I never really heard anybody talk like that. Like, I thought, I know that Jesus did it, but does that mean that I need to be doing that too? And so it just raised a lot of questions, and I know that's something I want to start to step into. And so I've really enjoyed this book, and it's pushed me pretty far. So thanks.